What's up, everybody? Back with another stream, and what I wanted to do today was just go over the original Bitcointalk thread from Nicehash, which I actually really enjoy looking at from time to time. It's from 2014, and it's pretty good. They show some pretty valuable information, and let's just dive right into it. If you guys can see here, let me pull up the stream so I can get a glimpse of what's going on here. All right, so how you doing, Shadow? Nice to see you. And let's see here. Let's get this going. Window captured, device captured, display captured. Let's try that. Did that work? I love how the stream just freaks out every time I do this. All right, there we go. Got it pulled up. Let's just shrink this down. Just to be nice to OBS here. Let me get this adjusted perfectly so everyone can see. All right, so if you go on to, I'm going to link to this below so everybody can see where you can actually see the original Bitcointalk thread, but pretty entertaining. I mean, it is from 2014. This was just after I was in the space originally in February of 2013, and this in June of 2014 was when I launched my first cryptocurrency called Zippercoin that just completely bombed. It was pretty fun. I learned a lot, and as a lot of you guys know, I've been working on AC3, so if I wouldn't have had that failure, AC3 wouldn't be doing as well as it currently is. So this is Bitcointalk. If you guys don't know what that is, definitely you need to check it out. You need to go on there and learn as much as you possibly can on Bitcointalk, because it is the hub of basically all crypto news, all new altcoins, all new everything. And I wanted to dig this up just because it's fun, and going through just something from 4 years ago is really entertaining. So Nicehash is a hashing power marketplace where you can mine altcoins and get paid in Bitcoins, or you can buy hashing power from other miners in form of cloud mining. So I love these old ways of looking at, just the diagrams that they would write out, especially on Bitcointalk, because it's just so well known for its diagrams, and it's kind of just, it's like over-the-top diagrams in many cases in the community. A lot of people joke around about it, but here's what we have. So how it works: we have Nicehash in the center. We have the pool that's for the rented hashing power. So it's actually in order. So the buyer orders from Nicehash, pay for the ordered hashing power, and then number 3, they rent the hashing power from the seller, and then that forwards the rented hashing power to the pool, as you can see here in the little upper left-hand corner. And then the 5th stage is they get paid for the rental from the seller gets paid. It's actually pretty up-to-date, I'd say. It's actually pretty good. Just, from an overview of their marketplace. And we're not talking about any type of, what I use Nicehash for isn't the marketplace. A lot of people do use it for the marketplace. And after the last video I posted, many of you guys asked a lot of questions about it. But I'm not necessarily focusing on the marketplace piece. We can definitely do another video about the marketplace. If you guys comment, if you want to see that, let me know, or DM on Instagram. Just let me know. So let's keep scrolling through and see if everything's up to date. For buyers, buy massive hashing power for mining Bitcoin, Zcash, Ethereum, Monero, and other unpopular coins. It's actually pretty funny they have that in little parentheses there. That's pretty goofy. Start with 0.01 BTC. Minimum order is 0.01 BTC for every algorithm. No contracts, no risk. Cancel at any time and get remaining funds back with no cancellation fee. Fast delivery, massive hashing power in short amount of time. Mine on your favorite pool. You are deciding how and when you want to buy hashing power and to which pool to direct to. So this was a piece to the marketplace that I didn't cover in the last one that a lot of you guys talked to me about in the DMs, and essentially you said that it was a way to switch pools depending on who you're renting the hashing power from. And I didn't cover that in the last video, mainly because, like I said before, I'm not really talking very much about the marketplace. I know that's like at the core of their business model, and it is what makes Nicehash fairly cutting edge, being able to rent hashing power from other people. In a way, it's kind of decentralizing things like Genesis mining and some of these larger Hashflare type platforms, cloud mining, if you will. But yeah, I do participate in some of those, but this is much different when we are working with our own rigs here. So real-time statistics, follow your workers and their performance, valid shares only, never pay for dead, faulty configured rigs or invalid shares. For sellers, sell computing power of your PC, server, workstation, ASIC, or farm. More than 60,000 daily active miners. So what I love about digging into older kind of posts like this, their original one from 2014, is 60,000 daily miners is like half of what is on Dagger Hashimoto right now on Nicehash. So they've from 2014, at the time of this post on Bitcointalk that we're going through, they have easily, that was just one algorithm now, and it's like a small fraction of their biggest algorithms that people are mining. That's impressive how fast they've grown. If you look at 60,000 total miners in 2014, and now maybe half of the people that are mining Dagger Hashimoto, there's like over 100,000 mining Dagger Hashimoto right now, and that's just one of the many algorithms on Nicehash that you can mine. So they have grown extremely quickly. In other words, just from that first line as trusted service, that tells you that they've easily 5x'd, maybe 10x'd since 2014. That gives you a scope for how they've how fast they've grown. Trustworthy service operating since 2014. Free software guidance support. I have seen their free software. They're referring to their profitability calculator that you can go into and see, like, okay, this is how much profit I'm going to make if I mine through Nicehash's platform, if I go to the marketplace, etc. So regular income, automatic daily payouts. I talked to a few friends recently, and Nicehash is at its core, in a way, making Bitcoin like the treasury currency. Like, they are moving everything back into gold, and that's kind of the standard at this point, which I thought about originally, and that's one of the reasons why I chose to go with Nicehash. And it's just an interesting concept that people were telling me about, because it's really a unique way to look at it, where they're making it like their gold. Everything is is being mined and different things are generating, and then it goes always at the end of the day back to the gold standard. Earn Bitcoins for every valid share. Payouts from 0.001 Bitcoin. So I think right now that's probably maybe $50, I think. I'll have to double check that. Your own pace. Start and stop whenever you want. Connect unlimited mining machines. Fully anonymous, no registration required. A lot of people criticize a lot of that, but ultimately, you know, that's how they're starting. That's how most crypto, even exchanges, have started in the past. Yeah, and then here's a little bit about their referral. They reached out to me and wanted me to do a referral, so I'm definitely going to leave that link below so you guys can go check out Nicehash and their marketplace. Useful links. How I can configure my miner for the service, how to mine cryptocurrencies without a mining rig. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting one there. You can just rent it. And let's go through some of the comments just for giggles here. I'm a beta tester so far. Everything working good and fast. Payments are better. Multi-pools recommended. Was also testing it. Everything works. These are from, what's the date here? April 2014. I've been using as a buyer. Let's fast forward to current times, page number 337, and this month. Right. Let's see what we got. Looks like people. That is strange. Maybe you need to log in a Nicehash account. So it looks like there's actually people from Nicehash on here messaging. Claymore, Kryptonite Algo, Dagger Hashimoto is mined by Claymore, dual miner. Any official response about Antminer A3 report from OG Nasty, a legendary member on Bitcointalk. And nobody responded to him yet. That was literally posted this past week. Trying to log in and get password. All right, so it seems like there's some decent engagement. People are still interacting with it. I know there was a breach in December of this past year, and a lot of these comments are around that because people were up in arms. They didn't know. They didn't know what was going on, and then all of a sudden they turned back on, and people were kind of pissed off. So I'm sure that probably 10 of these pages, maybe 15 of these different pages, are about that, which I can understand just because. But without further ado, let's dive into our mining rigs to go over where we're at. And if we go all the way to the top here, you can see that we have 46.54 a day. We're Digital Gold, the guys who are working with me on the rigs, and they're managing a lot of the rig work and just aiming everything towards Nicehash. They're going to be boosting a lot of the cards from what we've discussed. So we're going to be seeing a little bit more mega hash coming out of Dagger Hashimoto. And an interesting one that popped up that I wanted to show you guys was Decred here. So this is the first time that Nicehash has directed my rigs towards Decred, which is intriguing. Nothing else other than 0.07 library gigahash, which is kind of random, but yeah. Decred, I haven't really done enough research on this, which I'll do later on this week, but really interesting that that would be the optimal place to go. And part of what I've been researching is a lot of other tools like Simple Miner, I think it's WinMiner. There's a couple of other ones out there, but ultimately, I always come back to Nicehash because when there's big dips, like for example, Z Classic recently just absolutely bottomed out. Like it just went kaboom, and everyone that was mining it instantly, realized over probably 24, maybe 48 hours after the fact, if they're not paying close enough attention. And I had a lot of people reach out to me and say, hey man, like this, just the fees that you're paying are worth the headache of avoiding something like that. Like a lot of the miners that I know that I talk to regularly now about this are saying, they're spending more of their own time shifting their rigs towards one particular currency. That currency, let's say, fluctuates to the point where they're bordering on break even, whereas there's multiple other currencies, like for example, something that's more profitable at that time. That's a lot of time spent of them moving their rigs around and pointing their rigs in the right direction. And in the long term, something that automatically does that and moves back to the gold standard, I mean, that to me is the right path. And as you guys know, I'm a Nicehash fanboy, and I have been for the past couple of months doing research about this. But let's go through the individual workers here. So rig 1 doing about 149 megahash, rig 2 doing about 191 megahash. Here's the Decred one. Rig 2, maybe one card is going towards Decred, which is interesting. And then rig 3 is pushing out 249 megahash, doing really well, really strong on that. And rig 3 also doing for half of what rig 2 is doing on Decred. Rig 4 is doing 193 megahash, and it looks like they've split this out. So maybe that's one card doing 14, which is not really very good. It should be between 20 and 30 on average. In the past, that's what we've been doing. So I don't know if something's up with that specific instance there, because that's split out. And then rig 4 is doing the 5, so around the same as rig 3 in Decred. So interesting breakdown there, that it looks like Decred is riding on the back of multiple Dagger Hashimoto on each of the rigs, which is pretty cool. I'm actually pretty excited about that. But here is the previous 7 days. There was a little bit of a reset that happened here. Digital gold moved from mine 4 to mine 5, so everything kind of went offline in the midst of transferring it. And you can see each payout here. Looks like on the 1st of March it was 0.002 Bitcoin, and then 29, 39, 36, 34, 32, 21. This was during the reset, and then we're just now ramping up. You can see this, the profitability just boom, just absolutely, it dived down and then jumped right back up here. Oops. Let me just pull this up. So going back over it, as you can see, March 1st, 0.29, and then the highest day was here, doing about 0.0036 Bitcoin, and it hovered around there, 0.39, 0.0039 Bitcoin, hovered around there. So around between the $60, $70 mark, which is really pretty good. I'm pleased with it so far. And yeah, that's kind of the overview. You'll be able to see there was a drop here, and one day going up and up and up. Profitability obviously is fluctuating just because of the reset, but I'm really pleased with how Nicehash is managing everything, because I'm doing research on Simple Miner and everything is really it's promising, but I still am feeling confident about Nicehash, and based on a lot of the love that I've been getting. And okay, looks like Digital Gold's in the chat. Boost step 1 is done. Almost every card is running at 27 mega hash. Cool. So if we scroll back up to here, this rig is doing 249. So I can assume that that one is probably the boosted one. And since this takes a little bit of time for Nicehash to calibrate, like we could literally refresh this and it's going to change. But yeah, I do want to do a multi-stream, I guess you could say, with Digital Gold at some point, just to give you guys a little bit more information about what they do and, you know, just the mission of mining. They've been in the space for a little bit longer than me, and they definitely know everything there is to know about mining. So we're going to do that stream at some point in the coming months, and yeah, I'm excited to have everything back online so we can keep doing these updates. You guys have been requesting a lot of these updates, especially around the individual algorithms, just because I think a lot of you guys are doing Simple Miner, and some of you guys are just doing your own thing, which is fantastic. But I do, you know, love and Nicehash so far, especially after this whole Z Classic crash, if you want to call it that. I got a lot of messages after that saying like, hey, this is like a total time suck. The fact that they have to adjust real quick when things like that happen, and, you know, just basically pivoting around, which is all part of it, and that's actually what makes it fun. But I do think that Nicehash managing that for me alleviates a lot of the headache. And it looks like Digital Gold in the chat saying every card will be at 2829 mega hash soon. Hell yes, that's fantastic. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to leave the link to Nicehash down below if you guys want to join and check it out. I'd suggest checking out the marketplace, seeing what you could rent rigs for, so that you don't really have to go out and do the upfront cost of buying a rig. And also, I'm going to link to the original Bitcointalk post that from 2014 that we went through before, just so you guys can A, sign up for Bitcointalk if you're not already on there, and B, just check out the goofy comments and also some of the just original copy on there, because as we could clearly say, and we saw firsthand on here, that they had 60,000 total users when they started, and now, you know, some of the algorithms alone are doing that. Like Equihash is easily 2 times what they just that one algorithm miners on there compared to what they used to totally have. So that's all I got for the stream tonight, guys. If you like this video, smash the like button. If you're new, subscribe. I told you guys I'm going to be doing a stream with Digital Gold at some point in the coming weeks. Also going to be doing a review of a really exciting project that I've been talking to over the past couple of weeks this weekend. So stick around for that, and I will see you guys on the